This is actually the last episode I am recording in this space, and you usually see me film in the living room. However, it is full of boxes right now. By the time you are watching this, I will have already packed up a home that has held a lot of answered prayers and moving into a season I do not fully see yet. One thing I know that is waiting on the other side is a room of my own for this work. An actual office, an actual studio, and no more setting up and tearing down in my living room every time I wanted to record. No more doing this from a desk pushed into the corner of my bedroom with my bed behind me. And this is going to be the kind of peace and clarity I did not know I was still waiting for. My daughter's also going to have a door on her bedroom, and I'm so excited that we're going to have this beautiful space. But before I stepped into a week of boxes and change and chose something on purpose, I chose to rest. Not because everything was finished, it certainly isn't, but because I've learned that if I wait for everything to be finished before I rest, I will never rest at all. I can make a schedule for rest, I can create a plan for slowing down, I can try to become excellent at resting, and somehow I'm still not resting. So today I want to talk about what it looks like to heal from burnout with God, especially when you are tired of being the strong one. Not perfectly and not with a 5-step formula, just honestly. And if I'm really honest, the reason we're filming in my bed today is because I finished most of my packing yesterday and still have a to-do list of things, but everything can be handled later on this week. And I just was so exhausted and I kept trying to tell myself, okay, you got to get up and do this. And I literally just was like, forget it. I'm going back to bed. So I am recording this at 4:00 in the afternoon and I have spent most of my day in bed, aside from getting a shower and eating my breakfast. And I have no guilt about it. But if I'm really honest, for the longest time, I thought I actually had to do something to deserve rest and that I had to finish all the work and I had to show up for everybody and I had to prove that I had been productive enough. Then once everything was finished and handled, I could rest. But everything is never handled. There is always something else waiting for you. And if rest only comes after everything is complete, rest is never actually going to come. And I have had to learn that rest is not a reward for being productive. It's actually a practice. It is part of how we care for the life God gave us, and it's part of how we remain available to what He is actually asking us to do. Because there's a difference between being tired because you're doing something meaningful and being depleted because you've refused to stop. Unfortunately, I'm really good at the last one. Those two things actually look very similar from the outside. You can be building something beautiful and still be building in a way that your body, your mind, and your spirit just cannot sustain.